What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am Tank, and welcome back to another video commentary on the game Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Now, I had somebody say that suppressors are for noobs, and that's the question I have for you guys today. Are suppressors for noobs? Or, let me put it to you guys this way, if one person uses a suppressor and kills somebody else, and then they call you a noob for using a suppressor, does that make you a noob for using a suppressor, or does that make the other person who called you a noob for using a suppressor a noob because they cannot beat you while using a suppressor? I'll let you think about that. Now, I use suppressors a lot. It's a great rusher's tool, excuse me. But if somebody says that for an attachment, I mean, that could go for anything, right? Not just suppressors, but tape magazines. What can you do with a tape magazine? I mean, if you have sleight of hand on and the tape magazine, you reload super fast, and that will give you an advantage over your enemies. If you run out of bullets because you have a say submachine gun, and you're just spraying all over the place, it has a high rate of fire. You're wasting your ammo, spray and pray. Tape magazines, boom, reload super fast, and you can take out your enemies just as easy. And what about extended magazines? That gives you, what, 15 more bullets in your clip? So, I mean, hey, you're a noob for using extended magazines because you can't kill somebody within the 30 bullets or whatever the maximum bullets they give you in a regular gun, right? It's like saying that. It's like saying, oh, you can't kill me without using infrared scope, thermal. You can't kill me without using that because, I don't know. Does that make you a noob for using these attachments, or does that make the other person a noob for not being able to beat you while using these attachments? I mean, that goes for thermal, that goes for extended magazines, suppressor, tape magazines, anything else that's really, I don't, red dot sight. Does that make you a noob for using scopes because, you can't aim with iron sight? I mean, that's basically what this person is saying when they say, you're a noob for using a suppressor. That's basically what they're saying, because they say that and they say it with all the other attachments. It's, I mean, what are you using? I should have looked what the other person was using, but I didn't. But why does that make me a noob for using a suppressor? You know what I mean? But what do you guys think? Do you think that using a suppressor is for noobs? I mean, all these attachments they give you in the game, you need to figure out a way to, number one, beat them, and number two, use them to your advantage so you can beat your enemies. You know what I mean? So, for instance, suppressors. Why do I use a suppressor? Because I want to stay off the radar, and I want to sneak up on my enemies. Now, not a lot of people are very intelligent in Call of Duty. And why do I say that? Because they can't, deal with everybody else using, all these attachments and all these kill streaks and everything like that. And what they do is they call you a noob. Like me, they call me a noob for using a suppressor, but they can't beat me though. Now, who's the real noob there? I mean, I can sneak up on my enemies, right? I'm gonna stay off the radar. I'm gonna sneak up on you, and I'm gonna kill you from behind because you're camping like a noob. And then you're gonna call me a noob for using a suppressor. Ah, right. But if I was using, say, a noob tube, would you say the same thing? You're a noob because you have to use a noob tube, or if I was using, say, if I was using a infrared scope, would you call me a noob then? Like, oh, you're a noob because you can't see me far away without having thermal on? Let me know what you guys think. Is having or using a suppressor make you a noob? Or does that give you like a benefit in taking down your enemies? I think that if you have an attachment, you're good at it, use it. Because you have an advantage over everybody else, and it's working for you, so why not just keep using it? You know what I mean? Except for noob tubes. If you think you're good at noob tubing, guess again, because anybody's good at noob tubing. All you have to do is point and aim, and then boom, you're dead. So, I mean, noob tubing is pretty much out of the equation. I'm talking about suppressors, I'm talking about infrared scopes, thermal, extended magazines, red dot sight, ACOG, something like that. Noob tubes out of there. If you're good with anything else, any other attachments, then use it. But you know what? I'm getting out of here, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Um, until next time, have a great time fragging.